Hi everyone, good evening. Today we'll talk about a few more articles from today's The Hindu newspaper and those people who are joining for the first time. So, what they can do, they can subscribe this channel so that they can comment. And one more thing that the PDF file of this session will be shared in the Telegram channel that is Easing UPSC and UPSC Pulse. So you can join that. And also the detailed PDF will be shared with our with our those students who have joined our test series or they are the participant in closed group. All right. So let's begin with this. I'm going to share a screen, so please let me know whether it's visible or not. All right. Today we'll talk about presidential reference. So basically, the President of India, Draupadi Murmu, made a reference to the Supreme Court of India under Article 142 of Indian Constitution, and according to this article, the President can seek advisory opinion of the Supreme Court of India. Now, what they have done that this Supreme Court advisory opinion on president's oblique governor's powers for withholding assent to state bills. So it pertains to assent to the state bills. Now, important article, if you need to focus, then there are three important article. That is Article 200, then you've got Article 201, then you've got Article 202. So what does Article 200 says? The Article 200 says it provide governor options to assent the bill, to withhold, or to refer the bill to the President of India. Last year, I told you the question will come on Article 200 and 201, and the question came. And this year, I'm not sure that they are going to ask this question, but maybe they can ask question related to Article 143. Okay, so this is important topic. Keep in mind, I don't know, they can mix Article 200 and Article 143 and maybe Article 142. But the sole question will not come on Article 200. I can tell you because already they asked this year. So under Article 201, what does Article 201 talk about? Article 201 says it talks about president's role in assenting or withholding referred bill. So under Article 200, the governor can refer a bill to the one. The president has power to decide on that particular bill. Now the another article, forget about this 202. The another article is Article 142. Okay, so this article is quite important. What does this article talks about? Basically, it's tells the Supreme Court's power to pass order for complete justice, and the Supreme Court can pass any order for complete justice. All right. Now I'll give you a bit context about this particular news. So, it's related to question judicial. Recently, what happened in recent judgment, Supreme Court imposed timeline on president and governor and said that within a certain period of time they'll have to decide on that particular bill. Now, this petition will be heard by the Supreme Court of India in August 2025. Notice has already been served to the state. And this case, I was telling you, it was, I think, 8th of April 2025. Supreme Court deemed assent to 8 Tamil Nadu bills due to governor's delay. Under what article? Under Article 142. UPSC can ask this question, that the Supreme Court has deemed assent to 10 Tamil Nadu's bill. So under what article? So keep in mind, this is Article 142. Now I have a question for you. What does Article 200, as per Article 200, a governor can, you have three choices. First one, I'll tell you, is first, amend. Second choice, refer. Third choice, referable to president, refer president. And the next choice is veto permanently. The last choice is introduce bills. What's the correct answer? So you've got 30 seconds. You need to answer. Question, I'll repeat the question. As per Article 200, a governor can, option A, amend the bill. Option B, refer bill to president. Option C, veto bill permanently. Option D, introduce bill. Quickly. Yeah, refer to the president. Great. All right. So one more question can be asked. Okay. Now, if we talk about from the perspective of mains, so whatever I have told you, it's from perspective of prelims. Now I'm going to explain for mains. So the first issue is related to delays by governor, and you can give it delays by governor disrupt state legislation, raising federal tension. So first one, the first issue is that disruption of state legislation. Second, it raises federal tension. Now, example are Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Okay, so if you have to write this issue, you can give this example. For example, Tamil Nadu. For example, Kerala. Now, judicial role. So, Supreme Court's use of Article 142 to deem assent questions executive power. Now, what is the challenge for it? It basically lack of assent timelines. That is the first challenge. Second, potential misuse of governor discretion. Third one is judicial overreach. So if overall we see this particular scenario, so there are these three four challenges. That first one is lack of assent timeline. I mean, you can't keep a bill for infinite time. Okay, so it will obviously create the problem. Second one is potential misuse of governor discretion. Third one is judicial overreach. All right, so this thing is something that can be asked in UPSC exam, and these are the issues and challenges I have explained to you, and you can write down. Next one is solution, definite timeline by a constitutional amendment, and then strengthen. We need to strengthen cooperative federalism. The next one is the scope of Article 142 also should be limited, because judiciary cannot intervene in each and everything and decide for itself. Then where is the executive? If judiciary starts doing everything, then what's the role of executive? Isn't it? So the scope of 142 also should be limited. I can give you a question for mains. Question is, suggest measures to address delays in state bill assigned by governor. And also examine implication of Supreme Court's Article 142 in resolving such dispute. All right. So if we talk about the prelims, so for prelims, it's polity, constitutional provision, Article 142, 143, 200, and 201, federalism. And one more thing you need to keep in mind that this question can be asked. I'm telling you, the question on presidential reference can be asked in prelims, or maybe they can ask this year mains itself or next year. But the question has to come definitely. If not in mains, then prelims or in next mains. But 100% question is going to come from this particular news, presidential reference. So 143, 200, 201, and 143. So these are four articles. Combinedly, they can ask question. Okay, I'll repeat the mains question. So the mains question is examine implication of Supreme Court's Article 142 use in Tamil Nadu case, and also says the measure to address delays in state bill assigned by governor. Next one, Kanwar Yatra. It's all there in the news. So what is the context? It's context. So, someone called Apurbanand Jha and other people. So they went to Supreme Court, and there was this mandate of UP government, mandatory QR code or owner's name. So they were against this, that they should not display this QR code or owner's name. And the issue is the Supreme Court mandates eateries on Cover Yatra to display statutory license or registration certificate. Now, this bench is headed by Justice M.M. Sundaresh and Justice Kotishwar Singh, and there are few key points that you need to keep in mind. First thing is that it ensures pilgrims food choice, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, etc. So those who are pilgrims, they are going for this Kanwar Yatra, they'll have the choice that okay, if they are displaying QR code, and then they would know whether this restaurant or this particular dhaba, it serves vegetarian food or non-vegetarian food. Therefore, it provides food choice them. Second thing, transparency for eateries switching menus. Third one is third concern is related to over minority business exclusion, because there are some people who are from minority community, and they may lose business, or they can be excluded from this business. So this is one of the fear. Now if we talk about the legal provisions, so legal provision is Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause G, right to business, right to profession. But again, it's a subject to restriction. And then Article 21, right to life, which includes consumer choice. Okay. So these are the few legal issues involved. Now the challenges, again, the challenge I'm going to discuss with you. The reason is that UPSC may ask, because it's related to GS1 also. It's not even legal. It's communalism. It can fall in that particular topic of syllabus, and therefore you need to know it. So, the challenges or issues, if I have to discuss, so the first one is potential communal bias. Second, unclear restriction under Article 19, Clause 6. And then social harmony concern. So, you just need to write this much only. If you are writing mains, you just write this much and it will be done. And I'm telling you, if you join these sessions regularly, read the file we'll be sending in closed group and this test series group, your prelims and mains will be sorted most likely. All right, a bit more you need to do, but 60-70% will be done. Okay. because you need to write this much. You don't need to read a lot of things. If you're reading a lot of things, I don't think that you'll be able to recall. So these 3 4 points I have told you, and see, listen, the answer has to be generic only. It doesn't require a very highly sophisticated answer, because we all know that while we are writing the exam, you can't write very sophisticated thing in the examination. So you practice what you can actually write in the exam. You understand? Now, what are the solution? So basically, there should be uniform regulation. Then there should be judicial oversight, then public awareness for inclusivity, and there should be appointment of a officer or some authority who can look after complaint, and who can dispose of them within 7 days or 10 days, so that this issue of business exclusion will go away. All right. Now it is relevant to GS1, GS2, polity, judicial intervention, governance, social justice, and social harmony. uh, if we talk about ethics paper, then obviously non-discrimination and inclusivity. And if we talk about essay, then in essay it's balancing religious preference with constitutional rights. Okay, I mean, this line can directly be asked. Okay, now I have a question for you. Okay, leave it. The next one is related to 2006 Mumbai train blast. This case, in this particular blast, 187 people got killed and 824 people were injured. And all of these people were convicted by the Makoka court in 2015. 5 people got the death sentence and 7 people got life term. Bombay High Court acquitted all of 12 people. So what High Court is saying that these people are innocent people, and nobody is involved in train blast. Okay, so now the question is that who did it? If these people are not involved, then who did it? And it raises serious questions on the police investigation as well, because if judiciary is saying that because there must be some sort of evidence in the eyes of High Court, because right now it will be it's decided by High Court, so let's assume that whatever High Court is saying, we have to agree with them, first thing. But the second important thing is that then what did police do in last 19 years? Who did it? That's the question. So we can understand how pathetic our investigation system is. If we take this judgment, then it's very pathetic. If these people are, I'm not saying, because again it will be challenged, but so far these people are innocent. So these people are innocent, then uh, do you know they were in jail for years? They were rotting in jail for years. Who will compensate for it? And it's not about only this case. This issue is persistent. Now and then we see that the person was languishing in jail for 20 years, 10 years, 15 years, and thereafter we see that the person gets the acquittal. So who is responsible for these lost lives? We will call it lost life only because they have lost a good amount of their time, of their life. So this is very serious concern, and we need police reform. That's the reason that police reform is the need of the hour. Today I was reading a report, and as per that report, the police is the most corrupt organization in India. Can you imagine these people who are involved in investigation, maintaining law and order, and these people are the most corrupt people? So some of you who are watching this live or participated in this live session will be becoming IAS or IPS officers. So be careful. You get that? Don't become the part of that rotten system. Try to reform it. What is Makoka stands for? Makoka is Maharashtra Control of Organized Crime Act, and legal principle was used is beyond reasonable doubt. So, what is this beyond reasonable doubt? Beyond reasonable doubt means that if there is a iota of doubt or slightest doubt in the mind of judge that these people haven't done that particular act or they are not involved, even if you raise doubt in the see you don't need to prove everything, you just need to read, you need to raise doubt in the mind of judge, and judge thinks that it's a doubtful situation whether these people are involved or not, then they can get the acquittal. So it should be proved beyond reasonable doubt. There should not be any ambiguity. There should not be any kind of doubt. Then only the person will be convicted, and that's the reason we have very less conviction rate in India. And who is responsible? It again, the police is responsible because they are the one who are the lead investigator. So their investigation is not that great that can remove all kind of doubts. And what is this beyond reasonable doubt? A question for you, all of you. What is beyond reasonable doubt refers to? I can give you option: partial evidence. This is the first one. Second is absolute certainty. Third one is high probability of guilt. Fourth is burden on accused. What can be this beyond reasonable doubt? Can you please comment? These are the four options. But the question is simple, that beyond reasonable doubt refers to: first one is partial evidence, second one is absolute certainty, third one is high probability of guilt, fourth one is burden on accused. Please comment in comment section, and I'm not going to tell you this answer. So just write in comment section. Yeah, but so whatever we were discussing, it was from the prelims perspective. For mains perspective, so first one is the challenge. We discussed the challenges balancing speedy trials with robust investigation. This is first challenge. Second one is maintaining public trust, because if such kind of incident happens, the public sentiment, public trust in system erodes. So that is the second challenge. Now, what solution we have? We need to strengthen NIA, that is National Investigation Agency. Second, we need to enhance forensic or intelligence capabilities. Then judicial training is also required to deal certain such kind of because lower court convicted them and then the high court said that they are not guilty. So obviously, judicial training required. From prelims perspective, it's polity, judicial process. Then mains perspective, it's paper 3, internal security and anti-terrorism measures. And from the perspective of GS2, judiciary, governance, prosecution, accountability. Now the next one is Mahaday River water dispute. So basically, Goa is going to file Supreme file contempt plea against Karnataka for illegal water diversion of Mahaday River in Supreme Court of India. So this Mahaday is known as Mandovi in Goa. Okay, and those, how many of you have been to Goa? Anyone? So if you go to Panjim city, you will see this river, and a lot of casinos are there in this Mandovi river, and this river originates in Karnataka. This can be asked in prelims. They can ask where does this river originate, and then a dispute involves Karnataka and Maharashtra and Goa, and there was this tribunal, MWDT, Mahadev Water Distribution Tribunal. It was under ISR WD Act, which is Interstate River Water Dispute Act 1956. And if we talk about the laws that are involved, that Interstate Water Dispute Act 1956 and Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Now, if we talk about from the perspective in prelims, it can just ask if it has to ask very specific question on this dispute, then they can ask the states involved. And if they have to ask question on river, basically the most likely they can ask question on river rather than the parties involved in dispute. So this Mandovi river originates in Karnataka. Now, in which place in Karnataka, you need to answer it. So if you can answer in comment section, it will be great. So now, what are the challenges? First one is unforeseeable tribunal timeline. Second, Karnataka's defiance, because if tribunal is passing any order, or Supreme Court is passing any order, and state governments are defying those orders, then it brings very serious issue. And then the third challenge involved balancing development versus ecology. Now, what are the probable solution for it or way forward? Expedite Supreme Court hearing, joint monitoring, promote cooperative federalism. So these three, four things I'm telling you, you can write down these things, and it's not only for this particular tribunal. You can write down in another tribunal also. If another case is involved, then you can write down in those answers also. It's not necessarily that the question should ask this particular dispute only. There are a lot of disputes, water related disputes are going on, and the question is coming, then obviously you can write down these points. You can simply say that there should be joint monitoring. You can simply say that it should promote cooperative federalism. We need to bring the hearing in the court should be expedite. You understand? And now, from the perspective of prelims, polity, Interwater River Dispute Act, environment and ecology, and the geography, the location of this river. Mains perspective, it's federalism, judicial oversight, GS3, environment, water resources, biodiversity, governance. All right. Now, next one is China India Buddhism conflict. So, geopolitical contest over Himalayan Buddhism centered on Dalai Lama succession. This is also important, and it can be asked that what is this Himalayan Buddhism? So basically, it's in Tabang, and you can find out it in Tabang and Ladakh region, and then also you can find out it in Tibet. Okay. So, what is China's strategy? So, China basically controls Tibetan Buddhism. They brought 2000 law in 2007 and control Tibetan Buddhism. Then they also control and monitors lamas. So basically, there are lamas. Okay, so they are religious leader like Dalai Lama, Panchen Lama. Okay, and now what India is doing? India hosts Dalai Lama. So Dalai Lama is the topmost authority of this Tibetan Buddhism. And one more thing, what China is doing? China is investing in Nepal's Lumbini to make it claim more strengthened, more strong. What is India's response? India hosts Dalai Lama, and it's from 1959. And then it promotes Buddhist circuit. So Buddhist circuit can be asked in UPSC. Bodh Gaya, Sarnath. Now, what's the flashpoint? Flashpoint is Tawang, Arunachal Pradesh, Nepal, Bhutan. China claims Tawang by a sixth Dalai Lama. Okay, so basically, this Dalai Lama succession is the flashpoint right now, and Article 51 of the Constitution involves peaceful relation with the neighbor, and Article 25 is related to religious freedom. If we talk about mains, so basically the issue is that China controls over Buddhism versus India's soft power. Okay, and Dalai Lama succession is a flashpoint. Then the next thing is that China's centralized control. This is the first issue. Second one is potential Buddhism schism. Third one is India's fragmented diplomacy. So these are few challenges. What are the solutions? That we need to strengthen Buddhist circuit, then we need to engage Nepal and Bhutan, and we need to support Tibetan exile. All right. So, from the perspective of prelims, international relations, geography, polity, Article 25 and 51. From the perspective of mains, it's GS2 paper, India in its neighborhood, international relationship, GS3 security, Himalayan geopolitics, soft power. Okay. The next one is India's nuclear power ambition. So recently in budget 2025 to 25-26, the target was 100 gigawatt nuclear capacity by 2047. This can be asked. They can directly ask this question that as per budget, or even though they don't mention about budget, but they can say that what is the target of India's nuclear capacity by 2047. Okay, so this keep in mind. Answer is 100. And initially the target was 1.8 gigawatt. Okay, and around 20,000 crore rupees they have given for it. And what are the goals? Basically, the first goal is support Viksit Bharat. Then second one is net zero by 2070. So these are the goals. And if we talk about reactors, so we have this PHWR reactor, and then we also have Kodankulam reactor to produce the energy through nuclear power. And then the laws that are related to nuclear power is Atomic Energy Act 1962, and then CLNDA 2010. It requires reform as well. Now, what are the challenges? So, Atomic Energy Act restricts private role. This is one of the things that this act we were talking about, Atomic Energy Act. It restricts private role. Now, you need to figure out whether private players are totally not allowed in the production of nuclear energy, or there is involvement. But if the involvement is there, then to what extent? You need to go through this, because this can become potential prelims question. Then second thing, that this CLNDA, it deters foreign partners, and the cost is too high for it. So these are few challenges. Like I'm telling you 3-4 challenges. If you try to remember all these 3-4 challenges, and then you go through, maybe do a bit more research, let's say for another 5-10 minutes, your this topic is done related to nuclear energy. And then what are the solutions? So the first solution is that we need to amend the law for private or FDI participation. Second, we need independent AERB. Then the green financing is also one of the solution. This one is related to prelims, science and technology, environment, nuclear energy, COP26. And then mains, GS3, environment, technology, energy. GS paper 2, governance policy reform. Okay. MiG 21. So this MiG 21 is going to retire. It's MiG 21 Bison retirement in September 2025. Ceremonial send off will be happen in Chandigarh, and it is known for its role in 1965 war, then 1970 war with Pakistan, and then Balakot strike, and then there are 29 squadrons post retirement, and we procured it in 1963. Right now only there are two squadron, and in those two squadron only 36 aircraft are there, and the replacement will be done by Tejas Mk1, this one. Okay, so this is for prelims perspective. And what were the issues with this MiG 21? Very high accident rate, then squadron reduction, and then Tejas production delays. So these were challenges. And now, what are the solution for it? Accelerate Tejas induction, procure modern fighters, and then enhance training. All right. Now, Prime Minister is going to visit uh, UK. So this we have already discussed, and tomorrow article. So basically, there is this Article 253 of the Constitution. So you need to tell that what does this Article 253 tells. It enables free trade agreement. So go through this Article 253. It's important. Now, vice presidential election. Yesterday also we have discussed this vice president's election. So what is this? Anyone? Okay, so recently, Vice President Jagdish Dhankar resigned, and Article 66 is related to the election of the Vice President, and the vote. There is no party whip. It means that even if party says that you have to vote for particular candidate, it will not be applicable, and it can be asked in prelims whether party whip is applicable when it comes to Vice President's election or not. And for nomination it requires 20 proposals and 15,000 rupees deposit requires. And under articles 67, A, he resigned. So that's all. Yesterday we have already discussed the procedure of vice president's election. So I'm not going to discuss in very detail. Now again, this important is news is that USA again left UNESCO. So where's the headquarter of UNESCO? Anybody? Anyone, if you can tell. Okay, so first of all, I'll tell you the reason. The first reason is that UNESCO's anti-Israel rhetoric, it is one of the biggest reason, and then Palestine membership in 2011. So, and then sustainable development goal focus. So these are the key reasons that uh, pushed United States of America to exit UNESCO. Now there's a history. So history of US. US withdrew in 1984 and 2007 17. When it withdrew in 1984, it rejoined in 2003, and when it withdrew in 2017, it again joined in 2023. So this Trump, I feel that the people like Trump, they should not be elected. What do you think? That these people are sort of lunatic, and they are not good for the world, and this kind of people should not be elected at all in politics. I don't know how come people choose these kind of idiots. because he is creating problem everywhere. If you want to have what is this gundagirdi, that we will impose tariff, we will impose tariff, we stop this war, that war. If you have stopped that war, that war, then it's, you can say one time, two time. What's the need that every time you are going everywhere and you are telling all these things? So it's kind of stupidity. He has gone mad actually. So these people should not be elected. People need to be careful, and in our country also we need to be careful with these kind of people who have the same temperament just like Trump. So because if there is no policy consistent, if the policy is not consistent, then it's going to be very difficult for everyone. That how would you trade? The next government will come, it will change. Then next government will come, it will change. So it's going to be very problematic. So US said that they are going to exit in December 2026, and reason I have already told you. Now let's talk about the UNESCO's role. So what does UNESCO do? So it basically promotes education, science, culture. It designate world heritage sites. So these are the few functions. Now, what are the challenges related to it? Politicization of UNESCO, then funding gaps, then India's role in countering rival claims. What are the solutions? India to strengthen UNESCO engagement, then it need the reforms need to be promoted, then enhance South-South cooperation. So these are few of the thing that we can do. Then again, Iran recently said that it will continue uranium enrichment post US strike in June 2025 on these place called Fordo. So these are the important place, this Fordo. Then you've got Natanz. Then you've got Isfahan. UPSC can ask this question, that UPSC can give any of these site and can ask where is it located. So this can become a probable question in prelims. Fordo, Natanz, Isfahan, all these are located in Iran. All right. So this is the now what are the challenges for it? US Iran talk failure, IAEA ban, and then India's balancing act, Chahar, because we have investment in Chahar port in Iran, versus we need to maintain US ties. Okay, so this is the issue. And what are the solutions? Then need to revive JCPO, that is Joint Comprehensive. Uh, so this is one of the solution, that we need to revise JCPOA, Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. Then India's mediation via BRICS, and then we need to strengthen a nuclear proliferation treaty. So these are the some solution that can, that are feasible solution. All right, so everyone, we are done for the day. And again, I am repeating that the detailed file, this file that you are seeing, this PDF, you'll get in this Telegram channel, Eating UPSC, or you can also join UPSC Pulse and you'll get these files. And there will be another file. Right now that file will be given to everyone. After some time we'll stop giving that file in free group, that is in these Telegram channel. It will be only given to our those people who have joined closed group, or those who are participant of test series. All right, so we'll meet tomorrow, everybody. Bye bye, good night, take care.